Breaking news. You guys, I don't know what to tell you at this point. When I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, shit just hits the fan. Okay, now look. My God. Muzan just keeps leveling up and getting stronger and stronger. And it doesn't seem like there is anything other than the sun that will defeat this man up until this point. This is Kimetsu no Yaiba chapter 191, chapter review. But before we get into that, go plus ultra and smash that subscribe button. It lets me know that you're rocking with the content that I put out here on the channel. And without further ado, let's get into this review. Now, I will say this. We were right about the vials, okay? The very first page that we're introduced to and that we see is the first panel where you have Yashiro giving Tanjiro the medicine, right? He's injecting the medicine into his arm, and that's when you have the other Demon Slayers talking about how, oh, maybe should we be giving him that much? That's kind of a lot if you're gonna give him that much of any type of medication at all. And Yushiro's like, shut up, like, we don't have a choice at this point. He's been infected for so long. If we don't give him this much, he's definitely dead. But if we give him too much, then he's kind of dead. So Yushiro gambles with giving him too much medicine versus giving him too little medicine. And Tanjiro just looks a mess. Tanjiro looks a mess at this point. You have the Demon Slayers shouting at him, giving him a pep talk, and basically what happens after that is the medicine starts to take effect. They have a pulse. It's a weak pulse, but is it a pulse? Nonetheless, yes it is. And so instantly the medicine takes to him. You see his veins start to, emerge from his arm, because I mean, at that point you have so much medication flowing through your body. It's gonna take effect all at one time. His eyes shoot open, and then we cut scene. All right, we cut scene from that moment, and we flash over to Muzan, Inosuke, Zenitsu, Konoe, and all of the Hashiras. They're still going in on this man Muzan, and it's like a game of cat and mouse because there's nothing that they can do considering the fact that he regenerates so fucking fast. It's not even funny. They're just playing with him and trying to survive until the sun finally emerges. Now, because of their numbers, Himejima the Stone Pillar is like our boy Wonder at this point. Okay, so he is considering the fact that he's like, okay, we have all these Demon Slayers that are fighting him. This gives me a chance to be able to, observe Muzan and really see in detail what we could possibly do in order to defeat him. But hold on, but before I get into that, we're gonna go back real quick because I have to highlight Inosuke in this moment. My boy, no matter what the situation is, he's not gonna change. He does his thing no matter what it is. All right. So they're all running around with the seals on their forehead, the ones that turn them invisible, right? And this is also where you have the Wind Hashira, Shinazugawa, pick up one of the invisibility seals and places on his forehead, and that's when he makes a comment, oh, I understand now. Anyone who has the seal on their forehead can see other people with the seal that is on their forehead. Now, this is where you have Inosuke coming, and he's being Inosuke, and he was like, yo, Zenitsu, Konoe, I want my blade to turn red too. That's when the comment rings out. It's not that easy. You have to be as strong as a Hashira in order for your blade to turn red in the first place. So that was kind of relieving for me, considering the fact I didn't want this to turn into a, oh, we're all going to turn our blades red and we're all going to strike Muzan at the same time, and because of slow regeneration we're just going to keep hacking at him until he eventually dies or disintegrates or does that thing where we saw in the past where he was about to die and he just dispersed his body, and then we have to repeat this cycle all over again. So I'm glad that there was some sort of limitation and cap on whether or not he could turn his blade red or not, and I'm glad that he couldn't, because now they have to continue what was started like 5 or 6 chapters ago, where they have to wait until the sun comes out, or they have to wait until Tanjiro or somebody else comes in with sun breathing. So back to what I was originally saying at the beginning, our boy the Stone Pillar was like, yo, let me look at Muzan's body with a closer lens, and that's when you see him really focusing on his body, and we learn a lot about Muzan and why it is that he can regenerate as fast as he can, and why cutting his head off doesn't work. Of course, we already knew this, but the Hashiras didn't know this at the time because we found this out a couple chapters ago. But anyway, what is happening is he notices that He has multiple brains and he has multiple hearts. And what makes this matter worse is that Muzan is able to shift around the brains and the hearts throughout his entire body. So in the panel that we see on page 9, well, no, what? He has 2 hearts in his back, he has 2 hearts in his arm, and he has 1 brain in his head. That's what we can see from the panels. Now, if you keep flashing forward to about 2 pages in, so page 11, he moved his hearts to the front of his chest. He moved the brains from his right arm he moved 2 hearts to the front of his chest, a heart to his left arm from his right arm, and then he moved his brain down to his abdomen. Now, because he's able to move these things around, even if you take his head off, you're not severing the connection to his brain because he moved it somewhere. So what's deduced from all of this is that, okay, we have to be able to hit him all at the same time so that we can get the brain no matter where he moves it. That is the route that the stone pillar is trying to take. Now, I said that happened in page 11. He's trying to form this plan for 2 pages, and by page 12, Muzan has went plus ultra on these hoes and smacked every single one of them down. Okay? I thought I missed the page. I thought I skipped the page. I didn't know what happened for this to, well, fucking happen. So I had to rewind. Even the Demon Slayer in this, the fodder Demon Slayer, is like, what caused that sound and shaking? And he's looking, he's like, where did everybody go? And so he looks around and it's just, everybody's down. Right? Stony, he's missing a leg. Waterboy, he's missing an arm. I don't know who it is, but there's somebody on the second story crashed through a building. Kanoe, down. Iguro, down. Inosuke, well, Kanoe's not down yet. I'm sorry. So, Zenitsu and Inosuke are down. Kanoe is just shooketh. Okay? She is shooketh on her knees. How she didn't get hit, I don't fucking know. There's a little speech about her not being able to die in the future of human civilization, and humanity needs to be upheld. And Muzan raises his arm to strike her down, and that's when we get Hinokami Kagura, Beneficent Radiance. Sun breathing technique, motherfucker. Ah! Tanjiro pops in on your boy Muzan. Okay, he pops in on him, alright? Muzan looks at this man and he's like, yo, Tanjiro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you look awful. Like, you look awful right now. Looking at you right now, I don't know who's the demon, me or you, because I look great. Alright? You on the other hand, yeah, I know I'm the reason why you look like that, but that doesn't change the fact that you look absolutely razzled, my boy. Okay, but that is the end of the chapter of Kimetsu no Yaiba, chapter 191, ladies and gentlemen. And look, I said it in my last chapter, I don't see anybody, well, I believe what I said was I don't see anybody else dying. Now, from the looks of everything, nobody else died. I mean, you got the stone pillar missing a leg. He's probably the most at risk currently because he is missing a leg. But I know that, he has a breathing, if concentration breathing allows you to, restrict the blood flow and everything like that. But I don't see anybody else dying. I still don't see anybody else dying. Now, they're not gonna come out unscathed, but I mean, no, I'm sorry. These niggas are absolutely distraught right now. Can Tanjiro, the biggest question is, and I need y'all to put that in the comment section below, can Tanjiro do this on his own? He's not the strongest, but, sun breathing is a hard counter to Muzan. So, technically, as of right now, he is the strongest person on the battlefield. Is he the most skilled, though? No. Does he have his depth perception back? No. But we are going to see what happens in the upcoming chapters and next chapter. But as of right now, that is all I have for y'all today. If you made it to the end, thank you for rocking with me. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Like the video, rate the video, share the video, comment on the video what you think is going to happen with next chapter, especially with Tanjiro. And like always, keep it safe and rap tight. I'm out.
ready to deploy.
Reloading. Enemy cross stack.
Next hard point, let's go. Hard point lost. VTOL jet ready for tasking. Location secure. Hard point located. Enemy precision airstrike. Enemy UAV overhead.
They should get the next one quick.
We've taken control. Hard fob. Valor.
Nice comeback.